champion Ryan Lochte, who finished 7th this evening in the 200-meter IM. And so we will, if you could raise your hand for a question, we'll get the mic over to you. So that, start with Beth. Oh, right here in the front.
Hi, Ryan. Can you just describe, the emotion? I saw you looking up at the board, and then you were the last one out of the pool, and there was just so much emotion going on there with your family and Phelps, and just can you just kind of share some of that with us?
Yeah. Swimming has taken me so far. And coming out of the water, just what swimming's done for me and my family is unbelievable. To me, the world's greatest sport. Very emotional. I was kind of taking it all in. I really wanted to be on the Olympic team. I think this is probably my most important swimming that I've ever had in my entire career. The one that meant the most to me. So, falling short and feeling like I let everyone down was one of the hardest things. But I had my family there, my kids, they got to watch their daddy swim. So I guess, that means everything to me.
Ryan, over here, with that swim, I don't know if that's your last race, I don't know what your plans on after this, but do you feel a sense of peace with that last race?
I can tell you I have no pressure on my back anymore. I was getting pressure from all different directions, mostly on me, because I wanted to prove so much to everyone. But this is not the last you're going to see of me. Whether it's in the swimming pool or outside of the pool, trying to make this sport bigger. That's one of my biggest things that I've always wanted to do when I first started becoming an international swimmer, was I want to make swimming bigger than what it is right now. Whether it's me swimming in the pool or me going across the world teaching kids how to swim and getting everyone involved in the sport. I want to change the sport. I want to make it bigger, so you won't see the last of me. And I don't know if this will be my last race. I don't think so. Actually, I can say it won't be. There's still things I want to do, but I guess the pressure's off, and now it's just going to be fun.
Brian, congratulations on a great career. It's certainly been fun to cover you. You said you're not done racing, but should we presume that this was your definitively last attempt to make the Olympics? And if so, assuming that is the case, can you put in perspective your Olympic career? Thanks.
I told everyone, I think I've said this millions of times, I'll quit swimming when I stop having fun. I love this sport. It's gotten me to places that people dream about. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm still having fun. I'm finding different ways, making swimming fun again. So I still want to race. But as far as another Olympic trials, I don't know about that. That's, I'll be 40. That's pushing it. But we'll see. I mean, anything can happen. I could take years off and come back and be stronger than ever. Who knows? But right now, I'm just gonna take this all in and go see my family.
Ryan, why would you...
My entire family.
Why would you feel that you had let everyone down?
I think it's mostly because of what I put on myself. Just anyone. For instance, the lifeguard being like, "Hey, do it for the old people. Like, you can still do it. We believe in you." Those comments, I think I take to heart because I care so much about everyone and not so much about myself. And I just want to make everyone happy, I guess. And I just want to do it for everyone and prove to everyone that I have changed. I'm a different person. My life has definitely changed. Swimming is, I guess, my second job now. Once my son was born, I became a father and a husband, and that's my number one thing. And swimming is just the cherry on top, but in the midst of everything, I just felt like I kind of let everyone down just because, I care about everyone.
Ryan, you're part of a generation of swimmers that has really changed the sport in this country, obviously, but not just with what you guys have won, but we're, here at this meet, it's you, Grievers, Nathan Adrian, Anthony Irvin. The age boundary is pushing on the sport. How much does it mean to you to be a part of making this sport, a longer career kind of a sport for people, and what do those guys in that group mean to you?
I think I'm just following in footsteps of greatness. Dara Torres, I think, was the first person. 44, I think she was 44 when she won a silver medal at 2008. Unheard of. Amazing. But I think we're just showing the younger generation that you can do whatever you want as long as you want. There's certain things that you got to sacrifice and do outside the pool and inside the pool that are different than when you were 20 years old, but you can go as long as you want.
What does that group of guys mean to you?
What?
What does that group of guys mean to you?
The group of guys? Oh, one thing about swimming that I love, it's you're a family because we're all close together, and those guys, like Anthony Irvin, like Michael Phelps, Colin Jones, all those guys, they're my brothers, and we still keep in contact all the time, and like I said, we're a family. So being in that generation with them in that era means everything, because you're never gonna forget that. You'll take that to your grave.
Hi Ryan, Zachary Draves from Nuts and Bolts Sports. We had Ryan Murphy in here and Michael Andrew in here, and they were talking a lot about the impact that you've had on their swimming careers. What does that mean for you to hear this new generation of swimmers speak so highly of you and the contributions, recognizing the contributions that you have made on this sport?
Shit. Just like that, seeing me, it means a lot. Probably more than winning a gold medal. I honestly, I couldn't be here right now and having the swimming career that I had without them. So, thank you. That's all I got.
Hey Ryan, Aish with ESPN. Hi. Hi. You talked about wanting to change the sport, wanting to make it bigger. Could you talk more about what that means, what that vision looks like for you over the next few years?
Of course. I think it's pretty easy. Every time you turn on ESPN or anything, or NBC, you always see NBA games. They have games all the time, and they're always being broadcast. We have swim meets that are once a month that are really big swim meets, Grand Prix meets. But they're not being as televised as they are with the NBA, or like the NBA, the NFL. But at the Olympics, swimming is the most watched sport. But it only happens every 4 years. I want to change that. I want to put swimming in everyone's living room all the time. it's how much I love the sport of swimming, and I want people to see that and see how much love and passion that these other swimmers have. The sacrifices that they make, they don't get the recognition as they should, because it's the biggest sport during the Olympics, but not during the year. But I want to change that.
Ryan, down here. I know you can't see with the masks on.
Yeah.
In your long career, what are you? This you sort of mentioned this already, but what are you most proud of?
Swimming wise, or well, I mean, I think the easiest one is being a father. That by far trumps everything I've ever done in the sport. In swimming, it wasn't the gold medals or the world records that I've done. It's the friendships, the being a role model to younger kids. I think that is what I'm gonna miss the most. And just being a part of this sport, but I guess I can't say I'm not gonna be a part of the sport, because I mean, I'm still wanna change the sport of swimming. So I'll still be around. But the friendships that I've created throughout my swimming career, the places I've been, the people I've met, I owe it all to swimming. And now I'm gonna take everything like that I've learned and put it into my life outside the sport and see how that goes.
And on that note, thank you very much.